It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got the black...
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe his act. Fighting through, and he's got space. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. To throw is Thomas. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 15 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They're going to look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Black Knights are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now this time he'll look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Thomas. Rolling to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last two drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here we go, set.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. He's got it with the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that...
And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to them...
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz, 68 yards. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Thomas will look to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Thomas. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard 2nd quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the 2nd quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. On 2nd and 10, Thomas. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think
and the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Finds Pickens out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with... seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Samuels will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Roll, 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 go!
Here's Samuels again. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. On first down, it's Samuels. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson laying himself out in the end zone. And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Thomas. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Walker with another carry.
Gets through, and now an opening. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Walker
is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching me. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run. Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 91. A group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Houston's offense taking over again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Trying the left side with Samuels. They find some open field here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a give running right is Samuels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They'll look to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels.
To about the 26 here.
And quickly they get to the line. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now Thomas.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got a man. Complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It's second down and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but